What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone? How y'all doing tonight? Give me just a moment. Let me get my stuff up on the screen. Just a minute. Texas Southern in here. What's going on? What's going on, Craig Hall? Got Grand Fam in here. What's up? What's up with y'all? Yeah, today we're gonna talk about a few things. Jack State Stadium kind of hit a little snag. We're gonna talk about Tennessee State going to the SWAC. We're gonna be talking about anything, like anything y'all want to talk about today. Not a lot of big stuff happening in the SWAC this week, so we just talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. Then I'll take calls, and y'all can give y'all opinions on whatever y'all want to talk about. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Is my mic good? Arthur Wilson, what's up? What's up? Jamar Harris, what's up, man? What's going on? Drizzy said finally made a live stream. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to you. Unstoppable say yes, we can hear. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna wait a little minute for a few more people to get into the room. Appreciate y'all pulling up. I cover SWAC content over here, so you like SWAC content, make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Let's get the likes up so we can get the stream out to more people. Coming through loud and clear. All right, appreciate it. What about the other football practice field? You talking about for Jackson State, Mario? They still working on it. So pretty much the snag that I'm talking about that Jackson State Stadium hit. So the decision to give Jackson State the money to build the stadium, it went dead in the committee. So it's pretty much going to be postponed. That's pretty much what happened. So they don't have a decision yet if they're going to give Jackson State the money for the stadium or how much they're going to give for the stadium. So, which is sad, man, because it's like, goodness gracious, like, go ahead and make a decision. Y'all been dragging this out for years and years and years. Go ahead and give Jackson State a new stadium. But I would like somebody that really knows like politics and laws and stuff like that to really call in tonight to really let us know what all that means and when the next decision would be made and whatnot. They're gonna have to put their own money up. They ain't gonna give us nothing. Yeah, that's sad, man. And let me tell y'all something. Mississippi government, they something else with themselves, y'all. Like HBCUs have been having a rough time with Mississippi's government for a long time. I remember when I was in school, a lot of people don't know about this. Well, if you knew the SWAC content, you probably don't even know about this. But the Mississippi government, well, the governor of Mississippi back in, I think, 2009, he wanted to merge all the HBCU schools. He wanted to merge Valley, Mississippi Valley State, Alcorn State, and Jackson State together. Well, he wanted Mississippi Valley State and Alcorn State to become JSU, part of JSU, and just have them be satellite campus for Jackson State, which is crazy. So they can cut administrative costs. That's the type of stuff they be doing. So it's just crazy, man. And our administration for all the schools had to fight tooth and nail, so they wouldn't even try to do stuff like that. Like, it's crazy. They could give us money to build at least a 30K seat stadium, and us alumni could pay for the rest. Yeah, that's what we got to do. Levi said, I remember that. Yeah, it was crazy. And matter of fact, crazy thing about it is my dean at the time, which is the president for TSU, she went downtown to the governor's mansion and raising hell about that. So like the administration of HBCUs, they really had to fight those laws, because they were just trying to mix us all together, one trying to give us money or anything. So yeah, they never try to support HBCUs. So it's gonna be a fight. It's gonna be a battle for Jackson State to get what they deserve. Those Republicans don't want to help JSU. If it was MSU, Ole Miss, USM, they would. Yeah, yep. They would have been gave money to USM, Mississippi State, Ole Miss. And you know the crazy thing about it, so what about Delta State? Delta State wasn't even in those talks. So you said you trying to cut administrative costs, but you didn't say nothing about Delta State, you know. So they just lumped all the 3 HBCUs in together. This was crazy, man. But that's just how it is. So you have to understand that's the type of mentality people at Jackson State, the administration for HBCUs in Mississippi that we're dealing with when we have to go up against the Mississippi government. But man, hopefully Jackson State will figure it out and they'll get this thing rolling, man, because they definitely need a new stadium. The one said that's why we got to support ourselves unselfishly. They don't support us, but we'll support Mississippi. Yep, exactly. All right. So, what y'all think about Tennessee State joining the SWAC? They need to go ahead and get their stuff together and just come on to the SWAC. I don't know why they trying to act like they too much to join the HBCU conference. Y'all need to come on to the SWAC because y'all know this where y'all belong. I seen somebody post something earlier today that made a lot of sense. It was funny. It was an analogy. Said Tennessee State and the SWAC are like those two friends that always flirting together, and then everybody in their crowd or in their group know they need to go ahead and get together. And they like, I don't know why y'all playing. Y'all need to just go ahead and get together. Y'all know y'all supposed to be together. So it's pretty much like that. But yeah, Tennessee State, man, they need to go and come to the SWAC and catch these L's, you know. But at least people come to y'all games, Tennessee State. TSU believe the white man's ice is colder. Oh, man, that's funny. They need to get off of that, though. I guess I can open up the phone lines now. Hold on just a second. Anybody wants to call? But yeah, man, we just talking about anything today, anything y'all want to talk about. You know, just shoot the questions. Y'all want to see Batman yet? I went to see Batman the other night, man. The new Batman movie is good. Y'all need to go see it. They averaging 3K fans in the stands at football games. Right. Yeah. What's the point of going to a conference and they not going to come to your games? Y'all ain't going to make no money. You might well join the SWAC conference. You get people coming to your games and everything. TSU is too far away. Try paying for 7 buses just for the band. Nobody's coming to see them play UT Martin and Belmont. Right. I got a call coming in, y'all. Hold on. Oh, we got Mr. Ford calling. Mr. Ford always come with the good game. Hold on, y'all. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Ford?
Hey, this is Mr. Ford. 2 things before I get started. I want everybody to look up the name of Antarine Lucy. She was the first black person to go to the University of Alabama. She passed this week. I think she passed on Wednesday. She was 92 years of age. One thing I want y'all to keep in mind, before she went to the University of Alabama in 1956, she had graduated from 2 HBCUs. She graduated first from Selma University in Selma, Alabama. She got her teaching certificate, and she got her BA, her bachelor's degree, from Miles College, which is right outside of Birmingham in Fairfield. But if you ever get a chance, y'all should look up Antarine Lucy. She passed this week.
Rest in peace, sir.
Yeah. She was the first black black person to be enrolled at the University of Alabama.
Okay.
All right. Listen, if y'all got any questions for me, just put them in the chat, and you know I can be long-winded sometimes. So y'all just stop me if you got a question. Just stop me, and I'll take your question.
So what you think about TSU joining the SWAC? You think that's a good idea for them?
It'll be. Let me tell you this. It'll be the best thing they've done in over 35 years. Tennessee State has been backwards and going around in a circle ever since Big John Merritt died. Big John Merritt died in 1983. They've been going around in a circle ever since. A person told me that when Big John would go off the scene, that Tennessee State would never win again like they were winning. Because y'all got to understand, at one time Tennessee State was one of the winningest programs in America. They were right up there with Alabama.
They got the most NFL players.
And that guy told me, he said that when something happens to Big John Merritt, they're going to be lost, and that is what has happened. What the SWAC is offering them is a chance to redeem themselves. They've been walking around in the dark, in the blind for the last 35 years, so hopefully they'll do what's good for them, but if they don't, it's on them. They'll continue to walk around in the dark. Now, I heard you talking about the vet. Like I told you, I had read some stuff this week. Let me just say this, guys. I knew they were going to try to stop the progress, because you got to understand that the government of Mississippi, they looking at all that attention that Jackson State is getting right now.
Mm-hmm.
Jackson State, and you know, from the time that Deion Sanders came to Jackson State till about almost a year later, they had $186 million of free publicity. You think them people don't know about that? You think they're going to do anything to help Jackson State? Now, like you said, what they can do, they can follow the blueprint that they did out there at Prairie View, where the alumni put up some money, and then they got a loan for that stadium. They can do that. Now, to me, I'm going to be honest with you, when I was at Grambling, we looked forward to coming to the vet. We thought the vet was the best. Now, I've gone basically to almost all of the black college stadiums. There's nothing like the vet on anybody's stadium.
Mm-hmm.
There's no school that has access to a state. Because you got to remember now, the vet was actually built for an SEC competition. That thing holds over 60,000. Now, what I say is this. Refurbish it, you know, fix up the concession stands, fix up the restrooms, maybe fix up the press box. Jackson State got the best football stadium in America. I mean, not America, but definitely for HBCU. But there are some Power 5 schools that don't have stadiums like the vet now.
Yeah.
So that's just Mr. Ford now. To me, when I think of
you think they should renovate it?
I think of Wrigley Field. You know, like Wrigley. You know how prestigious Wrigley Field is, and that stadium that the Boston Red Sox got. That's what the vet is all about now. I'm gonna be honest with you. If they were to tear down the vet, I'd be hurt. Because like I said, when I was at Grambling, we love coming to the vet.
I wouldn't.
Coming to the vet.
I wouldn't mind if they renovated, honestly, and just stay there. You know?
Listen. There are Power 5 schools whose stadiums are not as large as the vet.
Yep.
I don't think Vanderbilt Stadium is that large. Tulane Stadium is not that large. It's a lot of them. Listen, there are a lot of Power 5 schools would like to have that vet, baby. I'm just telling you now.
But see, the thing about it, University of Mississippi, they want that land because of the hospital. They want to build a research facility right there. So that's kind of the battle.
I heard, and somebody put right here says the vet is falling apart slowly. That's why I said renovate it, or you know, because it's to me, to be honest with you, that stadium is a diamond. That's a diamond, and I don't think you need to have to wait on the Mississippi government to fix it up. I think Jackson State can renovate that stadium. You made a lot of money last year. Now, I don't know how true this is, but I was told by some of your alums in Atlanta that you made, at that homecoming game, you took up $5.2 million for that game from ticket sales. Listen, that's the kind of money Alabama and them kind of schools make.
Yep.
When Jerry Jones invited Alabama out to the Jerry's World, he gave them $4 million. Supposedly you made $5 million. So you don't need the state to fix the vet. The Jackson State can fix the vet. If you're making that kind of money, you can fix it.
Yep. Somebody asked, who do you think the next basketball coach should be for Jackson State? Because Coach Brent just retired.
Somebody. I thought about Kevin Ollie, but now let me just tell you this. I've just read an article this week that Mr. Ashley Robinson is going to bring in the guy from Alabama State.
Mo Williams?
What's his name?
Mo
Yeah,
Williams?
because he's from Jackson. What's his name? Mo Williams, right?
Mo Williams, yeah, play for the Cavaliers.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Is he
the
winning,
only
though?
thing I say is this.
Is he winning at Alabama State, though?
But this was his first year, wasn't it? Was his first or second year?
I haven't been really watching Alabama State basketball like that. I think it might be his second year.
Okay. Well, that's right. Somebody just said, well, let me tell you what I want. This is what I'm saying. With the attention that Jackson State is getting right now, you're getting more attention. You like number one when it comes to the social media, Jackson State is. I want you to be able to go into Chicago and get kids. I want you to be able to go to New York and get kids. I want you to get them kids in Mississippi. I want you to go down there to New Orleans and get kids. I don't just want you to just be picking kids from right there in Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
You are a national program. I want you to get kids from all over the country. And the other thing I want you to do, I want you to look at getting kids from Africa and from Europe.
Yeah.
That's what I want. And whoever can do that, that's who I want Jackson State to have. Now, like I told you before, I had said on somebody's show, Kevin Ollie, because, I think a lot of Kevin Ollie. He won a national championship at UConn, took over after Jim Calhoun retired. But I want them to get somebody that's going to be able to get players from all over the country. Because let me tell you something. Jackson State is a big-time destination. Everybody knows what's going on in Jackson, and them kids will come from everywhere.
And shout out to Coach Tamika Reed, too. She went 18-0 in the SWAC this year. Man,
like
did a phenomenal job.
This was a groundbreaking year, historical year. And why haven't we seen that on ESPN? Why haven't we seen that on, what's that thing, TMC? Why haven't we seen that on Fox Sports? Why hasn't she had a national interview all over the country, all over the world? Why?
Exactly.
Okay? If she was doing something illegal, you would have on TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it goes back that, But yeah, I mean, this was a historic year for her, groundbreaking year. I think the world of her. She has some history here in Georgia. I think she coached maybe at a junior college here in Georgia. I need to go back and read that.
They're gonna be coming for her.
She did.
They're gonna be coming for the big schools.
Yeah,
so
she's bringing in big time talent. Man.
Yep.
That's got to. Jackson State's women programs got to be the best HBCU women's basketball program in the nation. I don't know anybody that can play them. No, I really don't.
I'm hoping they get a game in the tournament. If they win at least the first game, that'll be big for their program. They can get one game
that would
in the
be
tournament.
awesome.
Yep.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Hopefully they don't have them at the 16th seed, so they won't have to go up against the number one team. Hopefully they can get them at 14, 15, or something.
They always want to make us the 16 because you got to remember every time you advance, you get like a $500,000 or $1 million, and they don't want us to get no money. So they try to get us out as soon as possible. I'll never forget, this was back in 1986, and Mississippi Valley, Coach Lafayette Stribling had Duke on the ropes, and they like to went crazy. Oh, they like to went crazy because they did not want Mississippi Valley to upset Duke. I saw another time Coppin State under Fang Mitchell was playing. They had won the first-round game. The second-round game, they were winning. They started letting their Power 5 school, whoever they was playing, they was letting them tackle the kids from because they don't want us to advance in their tournament. That's why, this guy that's always hollering about the SWAC need to go to the playoffs and all that. The first thing they're going to do is whoever is the number 1 or 2 team, that's who you got to play. They want you out. They don't want you in there playing. That's what I tried to say 100 times. And that reminds me of something that was said by one of them talking heads I heard. He said that Tennessee State coming to the SWAC didn't add nothing to the SWAC. You know what? Here's the thing. Anybody can say any ignorant, stupid, misinformed stuff to black folk, and we won't say nothing. Do you know that that was a time here in Atlanta, Tennessee State played FAMU in front of 71,000 fans, and this man talking about Tennessee State coming to the SWAC don't mean nothing. And black folks will believe that. That's one thing about us, man. Whatever lie that is told, we believe it. That's how we are. Now, everybody knows if Tennessee State comes in the SWAC, that's Tennessee State Grambling. That's going to be a gigantic game.
Yep.
Tennessee State against Southern, that's a gigantic game. Tennessee State against FAMU, gigantic game. Tennessee State against Alabama State, gigantic game. Tennessee State against Jackson State has been a gigantic game for 100 years. But this guy gets on here and says, Tennessee State coming to the SWAC don't mean nothing. And you know, Negroes probably believe that, because I was just sitting there listening to see if anybody's going to refute that foolishness. And guess what? Nobody refuted it. So I just want to say to Tennessee.
Hold on. So Mr. Sonny Boone 1, he said I didn't accept his message on Twitter, his follow on Twitter. Man, give me time to check my inbox, man. Like, I just hadn't checked it yet. quit tripping. Quit tripping, man. I accept your follow after I get done with the show, man. Okay. All right, go ahead, Mr. Ford.
Oh yeah. So I'm just saying, you know, it's just amazing. Sometimes people will get, you know, these so-called hosts get on there and just holler out foolishness and tell lies and say misinforming stuff, and nobody challenges. But I understand, because, you know, I'm to the point now, when people are constantly saying all that ignorant and what I call that got that Sambo mentality, I don't want to challenge. I don't even want to hear it no more. That's why I don't let them mess with it. Listen, see if you call. Now, I'm going to be on the call.
Okay.
If you want me to call back, I will, because I don't want to hog up the thing.
Okay.
But listen, to your listeners, if you got any questions for me, this Mr. Ford, just put it in there, and I'll call back and I'll answer any question for. If you got, do you see any question for me right now, Swag?
Somebody said something about your football power rankings for next season. I think that's what somebody asked.
It's the same. I still think, you know, it's Jackson State, it's FAMU. The new one, we got to go with Graham and Grambling. You know, I'm a Cornell Manor fan. Alabama A&M. The big question mark for me, who is a sleeping giant, and I keep telling people I'm trying to get a feel on them. I'm gonna have to see them. Is Alabama State? I still think it's too much chaos and confusion down on the reservation. I don't like the way that they doing McNair. I don't like it. He's lost a number of coaches. The other team that I think is on the uprise, and I really believe they're going to have a good season, I think they better watch Mississippi Valley, because I told you I like what he did. Instead of fooling with the high school kids, he went and got Power 5 transfers, and he went and got junior college transfers, and now he's stacked at all in position. Then the other thing I like about what Danzig got, I like that offensive coordinator. I saw him when he was a high school coach in Atlanta out at Lithonia High. I like that guy. I remember when he was a quarterback for Tennessee State back in the day for Bill Davis. You know, these people trying to talk down Southern. Let me just tell y'all this about, I know about, I'm going to get to that, John Simon. Listen, I know some of y'all don't think nothing of Dooley. Let me tell you about Dooley. Dooley's offense is always going to be high flying. The only problem with Dooley's teams is who's going to run his defense. If they run his defense correctly, you better watch Southern. And I'm talking about you better watch Southern next year. Now, listen, somebody had something about Simon running Gramblin's offense. Yeah, Simon knows what he's doing. He was up at Memphis State, or what y'all call it, University of Memphis. That's a good move. That's a good hire. That's a good move right there. But let me tell you, guys, he is one of the best offensive minds in the country. He's just going to tell Simon what he wants, and then he'll probably allow Simon to call the plays. I don't know if he was going to call the plays, but he'll probably allow Simon. But he's going. It's going to be a pro-style offense. It'll be NFL offense, and he'll give Simon the rights to call the plays and those kinds of things.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. So the offense is in good hands.
What they're doing.
Is something wrong with my sound? Am I sounding good, y'all? Let me know if I'm sounding good.
I can hear you clearly.
Okay.
But now let me just say this. I thought the 2021 season was a great season, and I'm going to say this to y'all. 2022 is going to be better. It's going to be better.
Okay. But I got some more calls coming in, Mr. Ford.
Okay.
So
y'all go ahead on here and listen. Have a good night. All right? And I'm going to be listening.
All right. Appreciate you, Mr. Ford.
Okay. Bye, man.
All right. We got another call. Let me get this person. Oh, hold on. Think they hung up. You can call back, caller. My bad, you hung up before I got to admit you in the call. But yeah, I don't know about Alabama State, y'all. I got to see what they look like. Alabama State, to me, I think they probably gonna be one of the worst teams next year. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah, get the likes up, people. Make sure we get to at least 100 likes. Let's get to at least 100. Know we can do that. Also, we crossed over 500,000 views on the channel for the short time that we've had the channel up and going. That's great, man. We almost hit 4,000 subscribers now. So, yeah, y'all keep on subscribing. Y'all keep liking the channel. We're just going to keep growing, keep getting bigger. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. But Alabama State promised a SWAC championship next season. Hell
no, to the no. Hell to the no.
They can promise all they want. It ain't gonna happen. Depends on QB play. But yeah, y'all can call in. Y'all want to get y'all thoughts out.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Everyone will have to wait until Blue and White Week to see the stadium plans. Okay. We'll see. I forgot about UAPB. All right, we got another call coming in, y'all. Hold on just a second. Oh, we got my man Israel calling in. What's going on? Talk to me.
How you doing, brother? This is Israel Carey calling from Illinois.
What's going on, Israel?
Tennessee State. I think Tennessee State just has an identity crisis, since the time I graduated at Jackson State back in 96. They've always been back and forth with this whole SWAC thing. To be honest with you, I think at this point, they would do the stupid thing and not join the SWAC. And it's probably not for any other reason than they'd be embarrassed that they'd lose over half their games. That's just my opinion. So they would be that stupid. They'd say, hey, those are some pretty good teams down there. I don't know that we want to do that. So while they like to pretend like they want to move up and be this classic HBCU team in some other place, I think they're actually worried that they'd lose and they would feel embarrassed. What do you think about that, bro?
I don't know if it's that. I think that they just feel like they can get more at a PWI conference. They're probably looking at the money share that they would get at a PWI conference, and then you have some administration, they don't want to be in the HBCU box. They feel like being in an HBCU box is a bad thing, so they want to be seen as an institution that's inclusive, that's right on the same level as PWIs, because some people, I'm not gonna say all, but some people feel like, oh, if you're all around HBCUs, you're in the HBCU conference, you're somehow inferior to a college that's all around, that's with PWIs and stuff like that. So you have some people that just want to be on that level and just want to be, in an inclusive conference to where they're on the same level as these schools that they think are more superior. That's the only thing about it. So
identity crisis.
Yeah. So, but my thing is, my thought is, all of y'all come down to y'all come to a HBCU conference. We have the best HBCUs in the conference, and we just build each other up. That's what we need to do.
Right. Hey, bro, and thank you for highlighting the work of Coach Reed and the Lady Tigers. I mean, I don't know the history of it, but I just sometimes think, I was thinking today, like, has there ever been a women's team in SWAC, or at least in Jackson State, that has scored as many points as they put up on Valley? That game was that was wild. So I just wonder if they, like, I know they seem to be on a trend of making history, and it's looking like it's going to happen in a lot of different ways, with the number of wins, with the number of points. I think they had like almost close, if not more than 60 rebounds the other day. Have you ever heard of something like that? That's great.
Yeah, man, she's doing a phenomenal job. I'm pretty sure they're gonna come out there with the check. You know, they're gonna come out there because she's doing great work. And yeah, we need to highlight Coach Reed because nobody else is gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely, all the platforms out here need to be really talking about Coach Reed because she's doing a phenomenal job.
Yeah. Well, how can we get her on your show, bro? How can we get her on your show?
Oh man, I can reach out to her. You know, I can reach out to her. She follows me on Twitter, so I can definitely reach out to her.
Yeah, I think that'd be nice. You know, heading into the SWAC tournament, it'd be nice to get some.
Okay, yeah, I work on that.
All right, good man. Keep doing what you're doing, and I'll keep tuning in, and have a blessed week.
All right, thank you for the call.
No problem.
All right, we got another caller. Hold on, y'all. All right, caller, you live. Talk to me.
Yes, man. My name is Damon, and calling out of Nashville, Tennessee.
What's going on, Damon?
And I'm doing all right, man. You know, appreciate you for having me on, man.
Shout out to Nashville.
And, oh yeah, and you know, I'm in Nashville, so you know, TSU is, you know, it's in the city, you know, and I feel they should join the SWAC, you know, because like I don't want to see them play Austin Peay. You know, I don't like seeing Austin Peay come to town because, you know, it's right up the street in Clarksville, Tennessee. They play those PWI schools, and it don't bring us out. You know what I mean? Like, you know, if you hear that Sonic Boom and, you know, Deion Sanders and all them coming to town, it'll bring us out, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel that they should join the SWAC. We would like to see HBCUs come to town, and we'll support them besides homecoming. And, you know, they should join the SWAC, you know, and TSU, I think they should probably get a little more involved in the community. Like, you know, how Prime got his players going to those elementary schools and stuff like that, giving back. You know, I feel TSU should do something like that. So, yeah, I believe they should join the SWAC.
So that the thought process of most of the people in Nashville that they want to be in the HBCU conference?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We don't want to see them play Austin Peay and those other OVC schools because, you know, it's just not worth going to, you know, pay to go see. You know, I'd rather see them play Jackson State, you know, or Alabama State or something like that, you know. And I feel that it'll bring us out more. We won't mind spending money with our people, man, you know, but I feel they should, you know, join the SWAC and give us something to spend money to see.
Okay. Well, I appreciate the call, man. Make sure you change that smoke alarm battery too, man. I don't see how y'all put up with that chirping, man. I couldn't do it. Go on, change that battery, man.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
All right.
All right.
Oh man, someone hung up. You can call back, caller. My bad. Yeah, I don't know how people be doing with them smoke alarms. I could not handle that chirping. That chirping would drive me nuts. I'm gonna say this: if she was white, they could care less what she was wearing. Don Staley was from hometown. I drive for a living. TSU is going to be on Greyhound for 20 hours. All right, hold on, y'all. I got another call. All right, caller, you live. Talk to me. Caller, you live. Talk to me.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, SWAC. Look, I'm gonna chime in right quick on a couple of things.
Go ahead.
Let me start with the coaching situation out there with basketball. And my son's a graduate of Jackson State University also. We talk about this and chop it up a lot. But the real problem with the SWAC is, especially in the men's side, there's just not enough talent. That's basically been the thing with basketball in the SWAC. And anybody that has gone to some games and watched JSU or some of the other programs, We just not getting the blue chippers, not in basketball. And
that's fair.
That's one of the things we've been seeing. That is just not enough overall talent.
I think the girls are changing. You know.
Yeah. Now, our girls have been dogging. You know, they've been doing their thing, but pretty much if you've gone to a SWAC game, we just may have, you know, maybe one or two players that are excellent, ball handlers, shooters, and stuff like that. But one of the things my son said about Jackson State going to a game last week is just not having anybody that can shoot. I think that's the biggest thing. So
what I wish is that I wish all these 5-star top 50 players in the country and all that, I wish all of them would just pile up at one HBCU. That's all they do, pile up at one HBCU and take them to the top, because the talent, it starts with the players. They're good they're great coaches in the SWAC. Just imagine if they was to get Mikey Williams, all these top guys. They would easily go to the SWAC championship, win that, go to the tournament, go to Final Four and all that. Because if your players are talented just like Duke, North Carolina, all them, and we have great coaches that know the game, they'll win.
Yeah. And, at one time we did have that. We had the Lindsey Hunters, and we had some guys that were actually talented. And that proved itself when we were able to make the tournament and make a little noise. But again, overall right now in basketball, we just cannot get the kind of talent we need to make our league successful and make it appealing to where people want to go to the games. Because most times, like I do, you can look at some of the games on TV and stuff like that they show as far as the SWAC schools. You really don't see that many people in the stands. It's going to be more family, close friends, and things like that. But it's the overall talent. We've got a number of universities in the SWAC. We've got that talent pool that's spread all out. And we got to be honest, when the Dukes, the Kentuckys come knocking at your son's door, that's where they're going to school at. I mean, if they pulling those kind of kids and recognize them as being the talent level that they want, it's going to be hard for us to get them, period.
I think with NIL, I think these kids are starting to think differently. Like, because if Bronny can go anywhere. Bronny can go, anywhere. He's still going to get the same NIL deals. He's going to get all the cameras. Everybody's going to be coming to his games. It doesn't matter. If Bronny and Michael Williams was to go to one HBCU, like, they will be one of the biggest, most famous teams in the country. That's all you need.
You're right.
And these kids play AAU ball together, so they all friends. They all talk. They all follow each other on social media. They all hang out. All they got to do is just get in the group like, hey, y'all, we going to HBCU. Which one? Let's just pick one, and we finna just go pile up at this HBCU, and we gonna take them to the Final Four. That's all they got to do.
You're right. Yeah, and then the kids like that too, SWAC. Those kind of kids, the Brownies and some of the other young men you're talking about, a lot of those guys in the NIL has changed it and is leveling the playing field for us. But kids like that, they don't need dollars and cents anyway. They got what they need. They got the name. And that's going to carry them. But, the one thing you just said, and I've always said this too, I used to coach youth league ball. Kids know who can play. If you play ball and I'm your coach, you'll tell me, well, coach, he can play.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how you get your recruits is you go after kids on a team that may have a superstar here and there, but you can ask that superstar, man, is this the teammate you want to have with you, or what about this kid right here? You're going to find out who can play quick, fast, and in a hurry. Just by association. These young boys know who can play. But that's the biggest thing I say that's going on with the SWAC and basketball is it's the talent level, and it's going to be hard for us to bring that up unless we can get one or two to commit to a university in the SWAC and come there. And like you just said, with the NIL, you can make some change now. You can get paid.
Yeah.
So that's really one of the things that's going to help us if we can get some kids to go ahead and come there. But it doesn't make a difference whether it's Coach Brent, who I've known Wayne since he was at Provine, and he coached my son there, and Maurice or whoever you get. You can be the best coach in the world, SWAC, but if you ain't got no players, if you don't have any talent, you're not going to win.
That's true.
You're not going to win. If you can be X's and O's, and Wayne Brent is a good coach.
Yeah, he
But
was.
the thing about the Jackson State thing is, like I said, folks, we don't have the talent pool anymore. We don't have the level of competition we need in the SWAC to make it attractive and to make people want to go to basketball games now.
Yeah.
You know, that's just it. Now, let me jump on this right quick, and I'm going to let you get somebody else on there.
Go ahead.
I live in Jackson.
Mhm.
I've been here, man, and like I just said, my son graduated from Jackson State University. He's a civil engineer. He played ball at Murrah, football and basketball. So, and like I said, I work with youth kids and did a lot of coaching and stuff too. But I'm jumping on this football thing now and what we're talking about with the stadium. First of all, you got UMC. That's their property up there.
Yeah.
And I said this, when they put our name on that stadium, that meant they didn't care anything about it. I'm just going to be honest with you. You know, they just leasing it to us. You know, they just using us to make them some change. And that's what UMC is doing. This state, and we've been talking about a stadium here for too long now for us not to have one.
Yeah.
And this is what I said about where we need to go. I live in West Jackson, and we got that Metro Center. That's only a couple of blocks from me. That's where they need to put a stadium at. The Metro Center. Ain't nothing finna happen with the Metro Center. Ain't nobody finna move it and do anything with it. It's time to knock it down, level it, do whatever we need to. You can walk from Jackson State University to the Metro Center. You went to school down here, right?
Yeah. Now, my only question with that is the parking issue, because
Swag, look at this. I understand what you're saying, but this is what you do. We've got a lot of stuff around that Metro Center that's dilapidated and running down. We got that old Home Depot area over there.
Yeah, KJ's. Is KJ still out there?
Yeah, it's still there. Ain't nothing in it.
Yeah, they need to go on to that.
This is what you have to do, Swag. And I've told a lot of people this now. Parking is going to be your number one problem when you're talking about building a stadium.
Mm-hmm.
But it's enough around West Jackson where you can do that. And not on top of that, you don't really have to worry about square footage. What you do is you can look at putting parking garages in this area over here. You don't want to go out. You want to go up. You want to do some levels. First, second, third, maybe a fourth level. But you can build some parking garages to park vehicles and get paid for people bringing them in there. Then you can secure them a whole lot better because you can watch them because they're being parked on levels. So you're going to have some square footage for tailgating and things of that nature, but you can build garages. And that's a good way to park people right there. But it's enough room in West Jackson for it, and you got that Metro Center.
Yeah.
And then you can look at the West Jackson corridor. You can start from Terry Road and work your way down. It's so many ways of getting to that Metro Center. And then you've got stuff over here that just run down and nobody's doing anything with it. You got room for hotels, all that kind of stuff in West Jackson. I really feel like they just hadn't done that because it's a moneymaker over here on this side of town. Yeah. And it's been down for so long that once you start talking about building a stadium, everything else is going to jump off right after that.
I think Jackson State really they want it close to campus, though. They really want it close to where the player can just pretty much walk to the stadium. That's what I think they want.
But like I can feel, and some other people say that too, but I'm going to say it again. And you know Jackson like I do.
Yeah.
SWAC. It is not hard to get from Lynch Street, where JSU is sitting at 1400 Street, to the Metro Center.
Oh, no, it ain't hard at all. It ain't.
No, it ain't hard at all to get there. I'm going to say it again. You could pretty much walk from Jackson State to the Metro Center.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, some people may look at what I'm saying or think about, well, that ain't going to work, but I'm going to say it again. You got an area over here that's not doing anything. You got Highway 80, you got 18, and you got everything around here where I'm talking about that everything's falling down. You got structures, old hotels and stuff that have been catching on fire 3 or 4 times, you know, in a week. But it's too much stuff over here that's in place that could be built up. And it's right here, SWAC again, on campus. You know, I'm right over here in front of Provine High School, so I can hear the band, the boom, when they playing every night. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I said.
Okay.
That's something they need to think about. Because like I said before, the Metro Center's been empty for how many years now?
Someone said the mayor needs to make a stronger push. I'm pretty sure he already is, but once you get to that government level, a mayor can only do so much.
True. Yeah, but I mean, Jackson State has to have, number one, alumni, fan base, and I put a little thing out earlier about, we got to start putting our dollars and cents in the right places, and we got to have sense with these dollars that we're bringing in now, and we're strong enough. We're starting to be recognized as a program that's bringing in a lot of money. And I say Coach Prime, when I first heard the news about him coming to Jackson State, my first thing was this bodes well for the SWAC, not just Jackson State. Mm-hmm. Because for us to be successful, your conference needs to be successful.
Yep.
Not just Jackson State, but every school in the conference needs to make money.
Mm-hmm.
And the wealth needs to be divided amongst everybody. Because we may not be good in tennis, we may not be good in track and field and all those areas, but you got other universities in the SWAC that has talented athletes that can go out here and make a name for our conference. And that's what it's about. Your conference has to be strong from top to bottom, not just in football, not just in basketball, baseball, but everything. And we all know football feeds all of your athletic departments.
Right. But I appreciate the call.
That's where your source comes from.
Yeah. I appreciate the call. I got other callers, so I'm going to try to get them. But I appreciate the call.
All right, Swag.
All right, thank you. Time. All right. Oh, Mr. Sampson, you can call back. I know you hung up earlier. You can call back. But yeah, I think give me just a second, y'all. Let me get this call. All right, call you live. Talk to me. Mr. Sampson, you keep hanging up. Yeah, you can call back. Oh, hold on. Here you go again. Hold on. Let's try this again. All right, call you live. Talk to me.
How you doing, Sweat?
Hey, what's going on?
Not much, man. I don't know what technical difficulties.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Hey, I had a quick thought.
Go ahead.
I like your show.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to get your thoughts on Alabama A&M and the recruits that they brought in, and what you think about the season forthcoming.
I mean, Alabama A&M, they did their thing. I mean, they have a lot of offensive players that they brought in. I can't think of the names off top, but I know they brought in some 4-star, some 3-star guys. They're going to be really good this year. I think they're probably going to be the third best team in the SWAC behind Jackson State and Grambling.
So you think Grambling would supersede them going forward?
I just think Hugh Jackson offense is just going to be something that we haven't seen in the SWAC in a while, because, he just knows how to install a great offense. And he has an NFL mind. So I just want to see how the SWAC is going to be able to defend his offense first before I'm able to make a real opinion on it. But if he has the players that can run his offense, and he pretty much run it at like an NFL level, like NFL style offense, I think it's gonna have it's gonna cause some problems for the teams in the SWAC. That's what I believe.
I got you. I know he was at TSU last year.
Yeah.
His offense wasn't that successful, and I'm hoping with the defensive changes and the new coordinator A&M has brought in that we will be, third is good, but we want to be one.
But you have to understand that TSU, he got there kind of late, so he didn't really get his players. He's getting his players now, players that can run his offense. So it's going to be totally different this year at Grambling, because he's able to recruit the players, the players with the skill set that he's looking for.
I got you. I just, if opportunity permits, if you can get an opportunity to see some of A&M spring games to show your audience, I think that'll be great going forward.
Yeah. What else you got for me tonight? What else you want to talk about?
Hey, I enjoy your show. I appreciate what you're doing for HBCUs, and keep going forward. Appreciate you, brother.
All right, thank you.
Take care now.
All right, you too. All right, that was Mr. Sampson. Appreciate y'all calling. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Let me see what y'all talking about in the comments.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Outside of Coach Prime, Coach Maynard is the second best offensive mind in the SWAC. Yeah, I give you that. Coach Maynard is really good. I like Coach Maynard a lot. And I like his personality. You know, he brings a lot to the SWAC. I think Grambling will be better than last year and may have a winning record, but yeah, we'll see. JSU offensive coordinator going to be a beast. We'll see. I mean, he should be. Ambitious Hustle said, when they finna get a new stadium. You talking about Jackson State? Well, you know, we was talking about the government. They didn't agree on the money to give Jackson State for the stadium, so it's gonna be postponed. I mean, I'm pretty sure Jackson State has other avenues to get the stadium done, but the state didn't agree to give them the money for the stadium. So Grambling going to be better than FAMU. I think they are, man. I think they are. FAMU is going to be good, though. FAMU is going to be good. FAMU, Alabama A&M, Grambling, and Jackson State, they're going to be the 4 best teams in the SWAC. 2025 we're out there. Mario said, how much was it? I think 40 million. I think I read 40 million is what they were asking from the state. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's what I read. JSU Tigers, you funny, man. The stadium plans are still coming. They will be revealed during the Blue and White week. Okay. I'm just saying with the bill SB 3154. That's what I'm talking about. This is why voting is important. Alcorn gonna be so sorry. Why y'all talking about Alcorn, man? Alcorn might shock some people. Y'all want to call in? Y'all can call in. The phone lines are open, so you can call in if you want to talk about anything regarding the SWAC. You can call in. Appreciate y'all pulling up. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I cover SWAC content over here. So if you like this kind of content, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Phone number's on the screen, 657-390-4814. There are blueprints, but the state holding the purse. Contrary thinker, you think that's funny, Swag Buzz? What you talking about, contrary thinker? They didn't agree to give them the money because they trying to make sure Jackson gets gentrified, bro. I could already see it now. They're going to make everything nice and price out everybody. Oh, you talking about Alcorn? Nah, I always laugh at Alcorn. I love Alcorn, though. Alcorn got some of the best fans in the SWAC. I love joining with Alcorn fans. Like, when I go to the Alcorn Jack State game, I sit on their side of the stadium. I got another call coming in. Let me get this call, y'all. Hold on. I don't know if I'm hanging up the calls or what. Call back, caller. My bad. So was JSU going to add that 40 million? Because if they want at least 30K, yeah, I mean, Jackson State going to have to put up money themselves as well. You know, they just can't. The state just not going to buy them the stadium all outright. You know. Hold on just a second, y'all. I got another call coming in. What's going on, Call You Live? Talk to me.
What's up, SWAC Buzz? This is Yusuf from Arizona.
What's going on? Shout out to Arizona.
Nothing much, man. Just good weather over here. Thank you for the tip for Reed Enterprise when I put it in chat for the apparel.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, they do good stuff over there at Reed Enterprise.
Yeah, I saw that there was a lot of, they still have the hats and stuff in there, so thanks for that. But I wanted to ask you, what do you think about the Coach Prime series so far?
Oh, man.
4. I think the season,
oh, man, I've been loving it, man. That last episode was so good. That was the best episode.
It was, right?
Yeah, where they were showing Tito. They were showing, what else did they show during the episode? I know it's one of the best. Oh, yeah. And those two offensive linemen, they need to start a podcast. Those guys are hilarious. They need to start. I'm telling you. Yes, they can do something big. If they start a podcast, they can really do something big. Because they're entertaining. I was glued to the TV when they was on the screen. Like, they are hilarious.
Right. But I think this week is going to be the end of it, right? Because it's going to be episode 5 and 6, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, they only do 6 episodes.
Only 6 episodes, man. That's too short. Can't wait till the season starts. But I also heard that I saw that the Steelers was analyzing James Houston. This might have been a week ago or so. I saw that they were analyzing James Houston on his strengths and seeing if he'll be a good fit for the team because he can play both end and middle linebacker.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see him on the Steelers. I could see him on the Steelers.
That's a defensive-minded team.
Mm-hmm. I could also see him with the Bills too.
Him with T.J. Watt, that'll be a great combination right there.
Yeah, and I think the coach at the Steelers, I think he's really trying to look out for black coaches and black players. So I could see that happening.
Right. You can see that happening. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So I just wanted to say that, and go JSU.
All right. I appreciate the call.
All right. Take care.
All right. Thank you. That was called checking in from Arizona. Yeah, man, those guys need to create a podcast, man. I'll watch those guys. They're hilarious. They definitely need to do something. Get some of that NIL money. Andre King, why are you on the SWAC channel? Well, Andre King talking about TSU don't need to join the SWAC. Hey, that's his opinion, man. I can't hate you for your opinion, I let everybody get their opinions out. I don't, as long as you don't talk crazy, you can say whatever you want to say. That JSU clothing, dope. Yeah, Reed Enterprises got some good clothing. Also, Public Figure makes some good clothing. So y'all follow Public Figure on IG. I am a public figure. That's the name of the clothing line. Where is Mr. Ford? Does FAMU have a new QB? Mr. Ford probably in the chat somewhere. JSU already owns property behind the school on University Boulevard, Terry Road. I think most of it would be cleared for the stadium. Yeah, that's what I was saying. That they want the stadium by the school. So the Metro thing, I don't really like the Metro idea because of parking. And then I think traffic would be like an issue right there by Metro. Even though it's like 4 ways you can get in that way. I don't know. I just don't. I'm not feeling the Metro. Then they probably have to go through so much trying to get that land. I don't think it will work. Adrian Cook, what are you talking about, man? Let TSU stay where they at with those 3K fans showing up to the game. I like TSU though, man. I really wish they would join the SWAC, man, because we need a school like that in the SWAC. We need that Tennessee market. That'll be dope, and then that'll just be another powerhouse HBCU to add to what we already got going. But they would have to bring somebody else. So who y'all think would have to come? Because they have to make it even 14 teams. So who y'all think would come with TSU? Who would y'all want to come with TSU? JSU needs a 80 KC stadium. The SWAC would definitely improve TSU fan base. If y'all want to call in, the phone lines are open, 657-390-4814, 657-390-4814. Also, like and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate y'all pulling up. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. South Carolina State. That's who I've been saying, South Carolina State. Because you got those Florida schools in already, and adding another East Coast member will be good for them. Well, not East Coast. They still in the South, but just on the eastern side of the country. Tennessee State fans don't want to be around all those. Yo, why y'all going in on Tennessee State, man? Y'all are hilarious. Albany State. That's in GA, right? We do need a Georgia school. I would like to have a Georgia school in the SWAC. And somebody was saying Clark Atlanta, but Clark Atlanta is way too small. Even though it would be dope to have a school in Atlanta, but they too small for the SWAC. They smaller than Valley, I believe. What the city offering building in the last few decades. Yeah, man, this stadium thing just really, it's getting on my nerves, man. I just wish Mississippi would go ahead and make a decision to give, JSU what they need for the stadium, because, it was 2013 when they was talking about the dome. And I think they was talking about stadiums back in 2009. Like, it's been years. So this stuff can go on for years and years and years. So they need to go ahead and get themselves together and make a decision on Jackson State. People were saying Kennesaw State. CAU has over 4,000 students, so they are bigger than Valley. I'm talking about the stadium, J Blue. I'm talking about the stadium, not the student body. If you look at the stadiums, Valley Stadium, I think, holds 10K. I think CAU Stadium holds 5K. Man, you are 100% right about those two big fellas. Straight comedy. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, they need a podcast. We not about to mess up this good Mississippi money for JSU. Contrary thing, what you talking about, man? Don't be on here hating now. Don't be on here trolling. I do got mods now. Miss Gowdy gonna snipe you. Don't play around now. Israel Kieran, I will handle that. He's my godfather. I think SC State will match up good with Tennessee State. Yeah, I would like to see South Carolina State in the SWAC. That would be dope. I'm pretty sure they have to do a lot to get like the traveling down. I don't know how they would schedule that, because you don't want to put too much strain on South Carolina State and the Florida schools having to travel across the country to go to all the games and stuff like that. Yeah, the phone lines are open. Anyone want to call in and get your thoughts out? Phone number 657-390-4814. Maybe Savannah State. Let's hit him up. That's what he's there for. Gonna have to meet in a neutral site. Can't have too many neutral site games. Unless they got a stadium that's not going to charge them that much. Campbell is turning into a football school, and the Pioneer is not a football conference. Yeah, Campbell trying to do something. They got a lot of recruits this time, and that Jackson State game against Campbell is going to be really big. Yeah, Campbell's kind of far, though. Good thing they coming to Jackson State and not Jackson State having to go up there. I want to see how many fans are going to be at that game against Campbell. You know, hopefully JSU fans pack it out. You know, it's going to be homecoming, so hopefully they pack it out. So the SWAC is open to adding a PWI. Where you hear that from? Finisher 3 times. Oh no, Campbell is playing Jackson State this year for homecoming. They're not coming to the SWAC. They just playing Jackson State for homecoming this year. It's got to be Savannah State to the SWAC. Yeah, they just playing Jackson State one game. They're not coming to the SWAC. Somebody said add Vanderbilt to the SWAC. Y'all sleep on Vanderbilt. Y'all want to. Vanderbilt got some athletes now. They just can't compete in the SEC in football. Well, they got some athletes. But Dawson State will bring championship pedigree to the SWAC. Tuskegee. All right, got another call coming in, y'all. Give me just a second. All right, caller, you live. Talk to me.
How you doing? It's J-Dog DMV from Triple Sports podcast. Hey, man, I was listening to everything that was going on so far, and when you're asking a state that has Mississippi State and has Ole Miss about building you a stadium, you know, everything has to be assessed about what kind of money JSU is going to be pulling. And then when you're asking for state money, there's a whole lot of politics in it. Now, JSU has generated over 30-something million for that city. So that city shouldn't have any problem giving JSU anything that they ask for. My opinion. You know what I'm saying? And secondly, Hugh Jackson, great job in recruiting. Knew he was going to do it. But until those guys throw a pass, throw the football in the SWAC, we don't know what they're going to do.
That's true.
I mean, it's a fair assessment. They're going to be this, they're going to be that. You know what I'm saying? But until even A&M, you know what I'm saying? Great coaching mind or whatever, Connell Maynard or whatever. But he gotta get somebody that's going to supersede Kill Glass in that production. You understand me? And until I see that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they're going to do. Basically, that's I ain't heard your channel up, but that's I want to touch on those two things.
No, you good.
And keep doing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was saying you good. I don't have any callers waiting right now. You good. You can say whatever you feel.
Oh, okay. Listen, man. And Malachi Weidman, I thought he was playing basketball for JSU.
Yeah, he is.
I haven't seen him. And a guy made a comment about JSU men's basketball team don't have great shooters or whatever. So I was just wondering about that. And I think the guy at JSU Tigers stated that he is playing.
Yeah, he's been playing.
I don't know what's going on with that, but I thought he was making a big splash there. But I could be wrong because I don't follow the basketball as much.
I think. Well, he said that his son was saying that, but I think he's speaking in regards to schools like North Carolina, Duke. He's saying that the SWAC doesn't have players on that caliber, and he said when the SWAC schools start getting players on that caliber, then all the programs will go up. That's why I said that if we can get all these blue chip guys from these AAU teams, these top players to just pile up at one HBCU, that's all they need. That's all they need.
If they can I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But I think the mentality in these young kids they're changing. They want to be trailblazers. They want to be different. You know, when you see these kids on social media, they don't like to follow the crowds. They want to, they want to do what's cool. They want to be different. So I wouldn't be shocked if I seen a whole group of top players pile up at a HBCU. Like, hey, we're gonna make this HBCU move. We're going to HBCU and we're just gonna put them on the map. That's what we need to happen.
That would be sweet.
Yeah.
That would be sweet, man. If they can see the vision, man. You know what I'm saying? Get past the man prime and just see the vision.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it could be so beautiful, man. And bring that tradition and we still have the tradition, but that recognition and then parity. Because I think the SWAC's gonna have a lot of parity shit once we start to see some of these new transfers and these recruits coming in and settle down in these offensive and defensive schemes and things of that nature. We're gonna have a lot of parity in the league, and that's what you want,
Yeah. But I appreciate the call, man. Make sure you keep
keep
tuning in.
Thank you for having me once again, and keep doing what you're doing, brother.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right. Y'all know the NFL Combine is going on right now. We have Marquise Bell in the Combine. We also have Ja'Tyre Carter. He's in the Combine as well. And I think Marquise Bell ran a 4.41. So, yeah, a lot of people are really raving about him right now. So, we'll see FAMU get an NFL draft pick pretty soon, y'all. Do you know if Hickbottom at Tennessee State is being looked at for the NFL? Wasn't this his last year? Yeah, he participated in the HBCU Combine, and he won the MVP in the HBCU Legacy Bowl. But I don't know. I mean, if you ask me, I think he's probably going to be a free agent guy. He's probably going to sign on as a free agent. But, you got the USFL, you got the XFL. You got so many things happening, like so many professional leagues that these players can go play in. Now they got options. Of course you're not gonna make as much money as you will make in the NFL, but USFL, the average salary is gonna be $45K for 10 weeks. Hey, who wouldn't want to make $45K for 10 weeks? 10 weeks of work. So they got options. And that's just the first season. I'm pretty sure if they do well and it's successful the first season, the money will go up. Agent Cook said, y'all deserve a stadium, though. No hate. Yeah, I think Houston's going to get drafted as well. I think he's probably going to be mid-round, like third or fourth rounder, somewhere in there. He's done his thing. He's really put himself out there. Like all the NFL scouts, they know who he is. They've been talking about him. He did well in the East-West Shrine Bowl. So he's put himself out there. He's doing good. How are we going to put 6,000 fans in Alcorn? I doubt Alcorn game had 60,000. If y'all went to Lorman before. It's going to be a good game, though. I thought Hickbottom was drafted with the USFL. I don't think he was drafted. I know the quarterback from Texas Southern, he got drafted by the USFL. We getting a check, sitting grass for $5 at Alcorn. Oh, man. Man, you wrong, Michael Davis. You wrong, man. Man, you wrong.
Oh, my God.
We love Alcorn, though. I love Alcorn. I love joining Alcorn, though. But, man, that was funny, Michael Davis. But, yeah, the phone lines are open. Contrarian thing said, I see you still laughing, Sway. I'm gonna stop laughing, Contrarian. I got love for Alcorn, though. I got love for y'all. I just want the best for Alcorn. You know? I need to know if FAMU is sticking with their same QB. Let me tell y'all, it's a guy on Facebook that's an Alcorn State fan. He is hilarious. I wish he. I'm gonna have to get him on the show one day. I can't remember his name, but he does these videos after the game where he's talking noise. Man, he's hilarious. I got to get him on the show one day. He's a funny guy. I got another call coming in, y'all. Hold on. All right, caller, you live. Talk to me. Hello.
What's up, Sweat Buzz?
What's going on?
Not much. So I do have a question.
Go ahead.
So, so this is what I've been thinking of. So I was watching the show earlier, and someone, I think it was Mr. Ford, somebody brought up a great point. Like, what's the use of going to the playoffs? Or why don't we have our own playoffs? You know, we have top team from the MEAC, top team from the SWAC, from the SIAC, and I forgot the other conference, the counterpart to the SIAC.
CIAA.
Had them two had let's say had I'll say a 10-team playoff and, do something like that. Also, if TSU does come to the SWAC, do you think that somebody from the side of where Jackson State and FAMU is should slide over? Because to me, there's too much firepower on that side, because you got FAMU, you got Jackson State, Alabama A&M, and you also have Mississippi Valley. People need to start sleeping on Valley, but I just wanted to know your point is like how would you go about the whole playoff system, and how would you go about,
talk about alignment if SC State and Tennessee State join?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think somebody gonna have to go to the West, and I wouldn't be shocked if they put Jackson State in the West, because that'll be two East Coast teams, well, Tennessee State and then South Carolina State. So I wouldn't be shocked if they put Jackson State in the West if those two teams were to join. Because somebody have to go over. Somebody have to slide over. But because Alcorn is in the West now and they were in the East. So I wouldn't be shocked if that happened.
Do you really think South Carolina State will step down from the MEAC and come over?
Step down? Hold up.
No.
Hell no. To the no. Hell to the no.
Hold up, man. You gonna diss us like that, man? Come on now.
No. I wasn't dissing the SWAC or anything. When I was saying step down, I meant by coming over to the SWAC.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant by not stepping down, as in the SWAC is inferior to the MEAC and stuff. No, the SWAC is better.
Now the MEAC can talk noise. Now the MEAC can talk noise because they've been whooping us in the Celebration Bowl for the last few years. But the MEAC, I would say, I don't know how the MEAC is going to hold up. They only got 5 or 6 teams, and you got people want to leave. You got people want to leave that conference. So,
okay. So here's the thing: if South Carolina State and Tennessee State came over, what teams would go to the MEAC? That way they could still function as a conference.
I don't know. They probably had to go and get some D2 schools because they have to get some D2 schools anyway. Because they're a small conference.
For them to get Albany State and Miles College.
Yeah, they have to do something like that because they have to do that now because they are a small conference and they're pretty much on their last leg, pretty much. Now, a lot of people speculating they want them to just go ahead and merge with the SWAC and just make one big super conference, HBCUs. That would be dope. But, I don't know if that new commissioner for the MEAC will want to do something like that.
I mean, if they do that and stuff, if you're gonna do that, you might as well just go ahead and try to get a whole playoff system going. In my opinion.
Definitely. But some people want to play. Some people probably want to go to the FCS playoffs. So you have to deal with that too.
I mean,
everybody's still in here laughing about you saying step down.
Yeah, they're gonna give me hell and stuff. I understand. I didn't mean it like that and stuff. I meant like
no, it's all good. I know.
Come over to the SWAC. But yeah, I'm gonna leave with this and stuff, and I just want to know after I hang up the phone, I want you to give your pointers on how would you create a playoff system. What would you do how would you create a playoff system for for HBCUs, not just the SWAC or the MEAC, but also the SIAC and the other conference and other HBCU schools. Thank you. Good night.
All right, appreciate it.
No problem.
Now, in regards to that question, I don't know if it would be good to do that because, CIAA and the SIAC, they're D2. They're on a D2 level. So it's kind of like, do you want to put that kind of talent up against D1 talent, because you have to understand those schools don't have the scholarships that, schools like Jackson State and other schools in the SWAC and MEAC have. So it'd be kind of unfair advantage. Even though, Bowie State probably can compete, with some SWAC schools. They probably can beat some SWAC schools. But let's just say everybody was on the same playing field. I probably would do like an 18 playoff, and then the winner of each conference, the champion of each conference play each other, and it'd be like a 14 tournament. Pretty much a 14 tournament. You have a game against you'll seed it up. Who has the best seeds or whatever? The 1 go against the 4, the 2 will go against the 3. Just pretty much like the playoffs is now. You'll do it like that. You can't play D2 in the postseason, so that's out the door. Yeah, I'm just saying hypothetical. If we could, if it could happen, they'll do like a 14 playoff. If MEAC merged with the SWAC, they need to get their bands up to par with SWAC level. Right. Yeah. I actually like FAMU band, though. They've been pretty good. The travel is the main reason why TSU never went to the SWAC. OVC schools were 1 to 4 hours away. But those schools are 1 to 4 hours away, but nobody's coming to your games. That's the problem. What's the point of, being in a conference where these schools are 1 to 4 hours away, but when you have a home game, nobody shows up. They don't want to come to your campus for some reason, or they don't want to come to your games for some reason. So I think TSU need to lead the OVC and come to a HBCU conference. FAM has gotten better, I agree. I think SWAC needs to go to the FCS playoffs. The bar needs to be set high now. I mean, Commissioner McClellan, he wants to send one school to the playoffs and then send one school to the Celebration Bowl. MEAC and Ivy League should merge. Celebration Bowl isn't considered a HBCU national championship. That's only in this last year. TSU were averaging 10K up until 2019. Other sports would take a hit with the travel. I was just reading on Dr. Lackett's Facebook that the $40 million was a standalone bill and most of them died. They will continue with meetings this week and that another bill will come out on March 26th. Okay, that's great news. What you think about FAMU hiring Joseph Henry from LSU as their co-OC? I haven't really looked into Joseph Henry to speak on that, so I'll do that in the next video. I have to look him up. Tennessee State is cutting their nose off in spite of their Merge OVC and MEAC and have an East-West division to help with the travel costs. Last year was a fluke year for TSU due to bad rainy weather for a first home game and homecoming. Well, that ain't what I've been told. I've been told that the people don't like to go to that big stadium. That's what people been telling me. They don't like going to that Tennessee Titans Stadium. And they don't like playing those boring schools. You know, the fan base is not geared up. They're not hyped up to go to these games. That's from what I heard. Thoughts on Clark Atlanta to the SWAC. Yeah, I talked about that earlier. I don't think Clark Atlanta would be. I don't know. I don't think they're big enough for the SWAC, honestly. We have any more callers? Let's see. Y'all want to call in? I'll take a few more callers before I shut it down for the night. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Phone number is 657-390-4814. Y'all can call in. I'll take a few more calls before I end the show tonight. Also, if you want to donate to the channel, you can donate through these through the Cash App at the bottom of the screen. You'll see it scrolling down at the bottom. $ SWAC Buzz. Yeah, let's make sure we get the likes up so we can get the stream out to more people. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Clark Atlanta is a horrible idea. They don't have the facilities or the money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I looked at their facilities and I wasn't really feeling them, honestly. And let's keep it real about the SWAC. Only 3 fan bases travel: JSU, FAMU, Southern. Alabama State travels. And Grambling would travel. It depends on who they're playing, though. They can always be provided with money from the SWAC. Matter of fact, let me check my cash out. Man, somebody send me $50. Man, shout out to you. That's a blessing. Terry, shout out to you, Terry. That is a blessing. But that will hold the SWAC back. It depends on the games. UAPB, the only school you don't really see around the SWAC. Yeah, it depends on who they playing, though. UAPB people show up. Not against joining the SWAC, but TSU must be placed in the East. No exceptions. JSU Lady Tigers of Jackson State went undefeated in SWAC 18-0. Yeah, we talked about them earlier. SWAC needs to kick out VSU and add TSU. Why y'all want to kick Valley out, man? We got to help Valley though, man. Valley's a good school. They just don't have the facilities just yet. But they coming up. I think Valley's on the uptick, honestly. Football program look like they're gonna be really good this year. I'll get rid of UAPB and add TSU. I don't think they're getting rid of anybody. They're just gonna add on to what they already got. It would be great if she could. Hopefully JSU play her more to keep her around. No, keep Valley. Keep UAP. Why y'all trying to kick out the schools, man? Are they in process of building their other practice field? Put the 50 towards y'all new state. Coach Ray, why you be in here roasting, man? You said put the 50 towards y'all new stadium. Oh, I donate now. I'm gonna donate some more money to Jackson State. We all need to be donating to our schools, man. That's what we all need to be doing. It's an opening for director of bands and athletic director on MVSU Human Resources page. Unstoppable, you finna apply to Valley? If Tennessee State is trying to go LBS, then the SWAC isn't a good move for them. But if all they care about HBCU band battles, then go and join. Okay, Chris Lucas, why you think that? Please explain that, Chris Lucas. I want to see your explanation. Matter of fact, just call in, Chris Lucas. Phone number 657-390-4814. I want people that with opinions like that. I want y'all to call in and just tell us what you think. Tell us why you think that. Call in, Chris Lucas. Hold on, y'all. Give me just a second. The heck is this on my computer? All right. Give me 1 second, y'all. I got to get something off my screen. I don't know. This weather thing just popped up on my computer, and I cannot get it off for nothing, y'all. I don't know what's going on with this thing. What is this? Okay, there we go. Oh, man, they can't compete in the league. I got it off now, y'all. It's all good. Man, they can't compete in the league they're in now. Why go LBS? But yeah, I want Chris Lucas to call in. Go on, call in, Chris Lucas. NCAA has eyes on moving up to the LBS. Now, I do think North Carolina A&T can probably go LBS. They got 13,000 students. They're a big campus. They're a big school, so I wouldn't be shocked seeing them go LBS one day. If South Carolina State comes to the SWAC, it's the end of the MEAC. Yeah, they're probably going to dissolve anyway. Now, I'm not going to apply SWAC buzz, but Valley does need a good band director. They haven't sounded the same since Mr. Tremiel. Valley used to have some good tubas, though. They used to be real nice back in the day. Diamond SWAC fuzz is SWAC. He calling me SWAC fuzz because I said something about Alcorn, I guess. It's all good. Bowie State and Kentucky State to the MEAC. I can see that happening. They're gonna have to do something. The MEAC is gonna have to do something because they only got like 5 or 6 schools in the MEAC now anyway. But all right, y'all, we ain't got any more calls coming in. I guess I'm gonna shut the show down. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. This is how I get my content out. When you like the channel, you get the content out. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. If anybody wants to call, y'all can call before I shut the show down. But like I said, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. This was fun. We had some good calls tonight. We had Mr. Ford calling in, giving us a good game. We had some good calls tonight. You know, this is a platform that I want to give SWAC fans platform to, get their thoughts out, and we can all keep positive vibes. We can talk our little noise, we can join on each other and things like that, but we always keep it classy, always keep it friendly, because, at the end of the day, we all family, and we got pretty much in the SWAC. Nobody else gonna look after us, so we have to look after ourselves. So yeah, that's what this platform is for. But shout out to all the SWAC schools, shout out to all the alumni, shout out to all the fans. SWAC Buzz, what about the cheering competition championship? I haven't really looked into that. I'm gonna have to check that out though. And TSU was 10 yards away. I'm gonna hit you up on Twitter same time. Okay. Also, what was the other guy? Oh, Mr. Sonic Boom. I'm gonna accept your message on Twitter, so you won't be whining about it no more. Keep it coming, Buzz. Yeah, I love. Appreciate it. Yeah, so the next show, I'll probably be doing another show Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll let y'all know, I'll make a post and let y'all know when the next show will be. But yeah, I'll be going live a lot more, especially when the season start. When the season start, I'll be going live almost every day. But in off season, I just kind of go live, every couple of days and do my regular videos on the channel. But I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. For real, we just crossed over 500,000 views on the channel, and I haven't even had the channel 6 months. I think we only been on like 6 months. One of the fastest growing channels doing SWAC content right now. So, man, that's just a blessing. Not too many channels grow this fast. So, that's just a blessing in itself. So, I really appreciate y'all really pumping me up like that. But yeah, make sure y'all go get your gear. Reed Enterprise, they sell good HBCU gear. Also, Public Figure, they sell good SWAC gear as well. So make sure y'all check out these black-owned businesses doing good business, trying to, sell good merchandise for HBCUs. But anyway, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. And I'm gone. Now we got another call gonna come in. As soon as I say I'm gone, somebody calling in. I'm gonna go answer this call. I'm gonna go and get you. All right, call you live. Talk to me.
This is Chris Lucas.
Okay. What's going on, Chris Lucas?
Is the show still going?
Yeah, go ahead. You on?
Okay. So the main reason why I said what I said about Tennessee State is because if
Oh, you Chris Lucas. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so let's hear what you got to say.
Okay. So the main reason why I said if Tennessee State wants to if their end goal is going to the FBS, me personally, I don't think that the SWAC would be a good move, from a competition perspective, because the SWAC, they're not on, the level of any of these PWI conferences. But though in the SWAC, they could benefit from as far as the tennis.
Hey Lucas, they saying that they saying that they can't hear you. Can you speak up a little louder, or speaking directly into the phone?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, you much better now.
Okay, so I'll start over. So the reason why I said that the Tennessee State would not benefit in the SWAC, mainly because of the competition level that is within the SWAC versus if they stayed in the OVC or go to a different conference, such as I don't know, Big South or CA or something like that. So it was mainly from a competition perspective, they're really trying to make that move. But I also do understand as far as attendance and what's a passion within HBCUs, like as far as like the band and everything, like like that's like major hype. That Tennessee State could also.
Let me
Like,
let me say this real quick. So you're talking about competition, but if Tennessee State is not winning in the OVC, and then you come to the SWAC and you dominate, that's gonna make your program look better. So you can possibly try to go up to FBS or go to a more competitive conference when you're dominating where you're at. They're not dominating where they're at now. So, I mean, wouldn't you rather, tell me this, would you rather be in the SWAC dominating, or would you rather be in the OVC losing, winning only 3 or 4 games a season?
Yeah, but here's the thing, this year actually wasn't as bad, for Tennessee State this year. So and with a new coach, so like I kind of like want to see like another year or two, before I answer like a question like that. But at the same time, they did lose to Grambling, which is not good.
They lost to Jackson State too.
Yeah. So of course,
So you can't you can't talk about the competition when you losing. You losing against SWAC schools. So
yeah,
it don't make sense. If you losing the SWAC school, you can't sit there and say the competition is lower when you can't beat the competition.
Yeah, like I'm just saying, like if Tennessee State, if like their end goal is FBS, I feel like that they're better off, staying in like a PWI conference. That's just me personally.
Okay, I can't argue with you. That's your opinion. I think.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I think we got to get away from thinking that you have to be in a PWI conference to elevate your program. I think if you dominate where you're at, you're gonna get the looks. Like people like North Carolina A&T, they had a bad season this past season in the conference that they're in, and they just went to one of the best FCS conferences. They did that because they've been dominating in the MEAC all these years. Their program has a name now. Their program has clout because they've been dominating for years. Even though they had a bad season this last season, they've been dominating where they were.
Yeah, I definitely get what you're saying. It is like me on a personal level. Like I feel like if that's if Tennessee State like really wants FBS, me personally, I feel like that the PWI conference would be better. But they could still benefit from the SWAC. The attendance would go up. Not gonna lie there. Had it they come to the SWAC, in which I remember seeing somebody in the comments talking about some replace Mississippi Valley for Tennessee State. Hey, I'm all for it. I'm a SWAC guy. I go to FAMU and everything. So hey, we would benefit from it, but if Tennessee State wants FBS, I just feel add a stronger, PWI conference would be a better move. Just like what North Carolina A&T did, when the Big South was, going down the chutes, they could have went back to the MEAC, but they decided to still stay in the PWI conference route and go to the CAA. I think that's the conference that they're moving to now.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I think Tennessee State need to focus on the now. Your conference, you're not getting any fans to your game. You're not winning. You need to go somewhere that can help your school now. You have plenty of time to think about jumping to LBS. You need to go somewhere where you can get comfortable, where your fans will want to come to the game, where you can make money for your school.
Yeah, I understand, and I do have a question. Do you feel that I know Tennessee State they're on and off when playing at Hale Stadium, here and there. Then their main primary is Nissan. Do you feel that as far as their attendance, it could be better if they were on campus, like let's say like during the SWAC right now.
Yeah.
Do you think like it would be better if they were on campus, or like they can still like benefit pretty good at Nissan Stadium?
I think they need to be on campus because or from what I've been told, the fans don't like going to that stadium. So that's from what I've been told from the few TSU alum or people that I've talked to. They say they don't like going to this stadium. That's why a lot of people don't go to the games like that. That's why their stadium's always like empty. They just don't like going to the stadium. But they could figure that out. But like I said, when they play HBCUs, that's not gonna really be a factor because people are gonna come to those games. But when you're playing these OVC teams, the fans not gonna want to get up and come to those games. They're gonna be boring and lame. Like the one band, TSU band is a funky band. This other band, core style PWI band, it's not gonna be the same. Like they want to see HBCU bands go up against each other. The band battles are a big part of HBCU football games. So yeah, when they play HBCUs, you're gonna see people go to the games no matter what. But if they had an on-campus stadium, it'll be like even more fans there.
Yeah, I never understand what you said. Like, thank you for allowing me to calling and keep it with the good work and everything, man.
All right, I appreciate the call.
Yep, see ya.
All right. All right, that was Chris Lucas. All right, that's the last call, y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys on the next video. Gone.